What is up, everyone? It is your boy, the Bear, and welcome to the Conservative Chicanos. You know, it's stories like this right here that are just so disgusting. It really does irritate me. And the story we're talking about today is what you see right here, which is 8 women are among 21 members of horrific child ring convicted for abhorrent and cruel abuse of kids no older than 12 years old, with 13 of the evil people jailed for a total of 145 years. Thank God to the people that reported them and the police officers that actually did their due diligence and arrested these people. Let's get into this story. 8 women are among 21 members of a ring who have been convicted of the abhorrent and cruel abuse of children who are no older than 12. That means 12 and under. These animals were literally going after children who were 12 years and under. That's just disgusting. This is the world that we're more and more starting to live in, and these people are starting to become more and more prevalent in society. The depraved offending was uncovered when a hospital visit by one victim sparked concerns, leading to the largest abuse case investigated by West Midlands Police Department. The sheer number of defendants meant that 3 separate trials were held, in which a court heard how the children were subjected to systematic abuse. Of the 21 involved, 13 have been jailed with a total of sentences of more than 145 years at Wolverhampton Crown Court. Reporting restrictions were in place until the verdict of the 3rd trial yesterday, which saw conviction of 3 defendants. And there's more coming. There's more. Out of these 21, only a certain amount. And you're looking at them now. Natasha Webb gave evidence for the Crown. She is due to be sentenced at the conclusion of the 3rd trial next week. Natalie Wellington, 44, was sentenced to 17 years imprisonment, while Christy Webb, 36, picture, was sentenced to 10 years. Violet Griffiths, 66, was found guilty of 2 child abuse charges related to offenses and is due to be sentenced at a later date. Pamela, on the right, was sentenced to 7 years. Anne-Marie Claire, 43, was sentenced to 8 years, and Tracy Barker, 41, was jailed for 16, which I personally don't think that's enough. I don't think that's anywhere near enough. These animals need to be exterminated. These are the animals that, when they're sitting there talking about it, about everything, these are the animals that deserve to be arrested and done away with. Jurors were told how this ring came to light in 2017, leading to 70 suspects being interviewed. Officers work with social services to safeguard the children and uncover what happened to them at the hands of their male and female abusers. Detectives investigating this case described it as one of the most difficult and complex they have ever had to work on. Head of the investigation, Detective Chief Superintendent Paul Drover, said this has been a challenging and complex investigation and the biggest of its kind that he's ever known for the force. But at the heart of it, it's been 7 children who suffered the most abhorrent and cruel abuse, not just physically, but psychologically, leaving them with extreme trauma. These kind of crimes don't ever, the pain never ends for these kids. The pain never stops. They have to live with this for the rest of their lives. They can work through it, but it never fully goes away. And that's sad for these 7 children who are just, I mean, all you can really say is prayers go out to them. The welfare has been at the heart of the investigation, and we support them and will continue for many years to come. I commend the bravery in being able to tell us about their abuse. I'm grateful for everyone who worked so hard to get justice for them and the jurors who had to listen to such a catalog of depravity to reach their verdict. Can you imagine having to sit in the court system and you're in trial and this is the case that's brought to you? This case right here. So I feel sorry for a lot of these jurors who had to sit there and listen to this case, because you know it had a psychological effect on them to hear about the crimes that happened to these kids. We have improved that way. We have improved the way that we work in the public protection unit over the recent years, putting the victims at the heart of our investigators, and the case has been giving us a valuable learning to keep improving. I hope that this conviction I hope that this conviction shows that we are determined to bring these offenders to justice, and anyone who has suffered or is still suffering from this kind of abuse should not be afraid to tell someone, either to police, a teacher, a doctor, or anyone else that they feel they can trust. We have specialist officers who are trained to help and work with many partners and charities who offer support. A report which has been taken, which includes the lessons learned, is being coordinated with Walsall Safeguarding Children's Board. Joanne Japik, CPS Chief Crown Prosecutor, said the offenders in this case perpetuated the most appalling catalog of abuse of the utmost gravity, causing the victims physical harm and extreme psychological harm, with the exception of one of the offenders who admitted they had done none of the rest. What the rest have shown the slightest remorse. None of these people have shown remorse. None of them. We praise the bravery of the victims. These sentences are whack. They should have got life. That's the problem with the judicial system. And tell me if I'm wrong. Let me know if you think I'm wrong. The fact that these people have gotten off, basically, you get more time for a drug charge than you do for touching in little kids. Let me know what you guys think on this, because don't you think this is whack? Don't you think this is pathetic? Don't you think this is stupid that these people have actually got time to get out and live their lives? I don't give a damn if they are young, or some of them will probably die in prison. I don't care, dude. That's pathetic. That's pathetic. That's pathetic. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think that the crime should have, the sentences should have been? Should they have been longer than the sentences you receive, or do you think that they were adequate? I think that they should have got longer, and they should have gotten life. Every one of them should have got life. That's what I think, or if you know what I mean. Let me know what you guys think down below. I hope y'all have a good day. God bless, and as always, deuces.